have locks for you in this video. I'm going to give you a $10,000 play and some leans for a good amount of these college football games this weekend. But before we start off, let's talk about the boy being back. Salo, how we doing, bro?
Shit, we're doing good. Notre Dame at Miami this weekend. I've been waiting for this moment for months, and Miami's going to beat Notre Dame's ass.
Whoa, hold up. We'll cover the game in just 1 second. I never said I'm going to take UM, but he is a fanboy of UM just like I am FSU, and I believe FSU is going to take Bama down. Hopefully, bro. I mean, man, let's see. Castellanos, you have a big role to fill in. But guys, we got college football. It's back, and we're going to get right to it. Now, before we start the show, if you guys are learning, growing, expanding, finding this show funny, go ahead and share the show because we got money for you and your boys. And along with that, too, stay tuned within the video. We got a couple giveaways lined up for you guys, as we always do. Now, let's talk about Clemson LSU. Clemson, home, has one of the best quarterbacks in the league. As a matter of fact, he's projected to be a top 3, along with one of the greatest coaches and a home base that's excellent. They are 24-1, Salo. 24-1 in home openers since 2000. How do you feel about that?
I don't want to see them at home.
Yeah, I don't want to see them at home either. Now, Nussmeier's coming in through LSU. Great quarterback, expected to compete for the Heisman. But the big issue there for me is that they're coming back with 4 starters, both offensive and defense. There's a lot of players that they have to fill in the gaps of players that left or went to the NFL. That's going to be trouble, in my opinion, considering the fact that Clemson's coming back with 16 starters.
Yeah, bro. There's no experience there. They're coming into a hostile environment.
It feels like such a game that's so good to be true because money's coming in on LSU right now. Bets are 50-50. I expected Clemson to be having more money. Of course, 3.5 is a good amount of points, right? You got a field goal, you got to win by more than a field goal. 3 is that key number in football. But nonetheless, man, money's coming in on LSU. They're expecting an upset with this trend that I just gave you of 24-1 at home with one of the better coaches and a big season expected. Guys, I'm all over Clemson right now. I'm all over Clemson. I see them winning this game outright. 3.5 to me, I'm not going to bite just because it's game 1. But the money line I will bite, and it is a little bit heavy. You guys know I don't like to take a lot of heavy games, but this one, I'm going to bite it. Game 1, and we're going to cover and just
What's
go
the money
there.
line at?
Right now, minus 175.
Slam it.
It's a little heavy. I don't like taking those types of lines. You know me, man. But I think for game 1, it makes sense. They're at home, and we're going to transition over to your game now. We got UM versus Notre Dame.
Catholics versus convicts.
To me, I'm going to stay away from this game, but my boy has some stats that he wants to talk to you guys about regarding UM, and I got some Notre Dame ones too. But we're going to give you a play after we talk about it.
So, very simple. Carson Beck. That's it. It's his last chance to make it to the NFL. He's got to show out this year. He's got to prove that he's a first-round talent. Right?
I agree.
The last time Notre Dame beat Miami in Miami, 1977.
Okay, that's a trend.
1977, 6 games in a row they've lost.
Okay.
Last notably when Miami beat them 41-8.
Okay.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago. Now why is Notre Dame favorite at home? Bro, that's the question that has me a little bit torn about this game. UM, really good at home. They're ranked. They got a quarterback that's expected to do big things. Not like all these quarterbacks that we just spoke about, but underdogs when they've lost the last 6 at home. Does Vegas know something we don't?
I mean, Notre Dame's coming back, almost winning the chip.
Yep.
They have a great coach. They have a lot of returning players.
They do.
UM, at the end of the day, they were great last year, but they didn't prove anything. They lost stupid games.
They did.
You know, they had Ward. Yeah, he carried them, but the defense was trash. So they have a lot to prove. I think that's why, you know, they're underdogs, but you give me plus money at home with that crowd on a Sunday night for college football opening night.
We're back, boys. We're back.
Sunday
we got
night,
Friday,
baby.
Saturday, Sunday night, and next weekend NFL, which we're going to cover some NFL games in this video as well. And some games that you're going to want to stay tuned for because they're money games. NFL Week 1 and college football Week 1 has a lot of value on the board that we're going to cover. Now, I believe, obviously, a big reason why Notre Dame is favored is because they're, 18-8-1, you said, prior to this video?
Correct.
Head-to-head against UM. That says a lot. Marcus Freeman, they got this running back coming back, which is a top 10 player right now before the league starts. They got that discipline. I believe that most importantly, Marcus Freeman is that big piece in that team, and the guy's been stellar. I mean, he fucked us last season with Penn State when we went to that game. We went to the Penn State game, I think it was that bowl game, and
here in Miami.
Here in Miami, yeah. So last
technically they won again.
They won here in Miami. Okay, there we go. That's a game, guys, that personally speaking, I'm not going to touch. But if I were to lean one way, just based on the value, I would lean on UM. They're at home. Notre Dame has struggled recently coming to Miami other than playing Penn State, but that's a different crowd. You got Penn State and Notre Dame crowds. You don't got these Miami wild boys that if you guys haven't been to Miami, You probably have heard stories because these people get fucking wild.
I'm not even sure if I'm proud of it, but
no, I'm not even sure that I'm wild. I've seen some wild shit in these tailgates and games, but neither here nor there. value play, I do like them. First game that we covered, Clemson moneyline. I love that game. Now, last game we're gonna cover right here, the main game, the one everybody's covering, the one that everybody's talking about. Drum rolls, Ohio State, Texas. What do you think about this game? He is very knowledgeable about this game. He has a lot of stats lined up for you guys.
So Texas, number 1, Arch Manning, he's hyped up.
He is hyped up.
I just don't think he's proven anything.
I agree.
So like, yeah, it's a good game. It's 1 versus number 3.
In Ohio State.
In Ohio State.
And Ohio State's favorite.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I see it. Like, Arch Manning is going into a hostile environment. He's coming first game that he's starting. He's got already everybody telling him that he's the number 1 pick next year if he declares. It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. Ohio State at home. They also have a new quarterback as well, right? So it's going to be a battle of quarterbacks that are a little bit unproven, but have something to prove because they're playing for big names. Now, the big story here is Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver for Ohio State, man. That guy is easily the best wide receiver in the league, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer in the NFL if he's healthy. He is a fucking animal, and this kid is going to have a target that's going to be wide open majority of times. Nobody in college football can cover this kid. Nobody in college football can cover this kid. It's going to be in Ohio State. That's a game, guys, personally speaking, that if you want to throw something on it, throw it, but do something small. Do something for the fun of it. If you guys want to play that game, I don't think it's a game that somebody should take. It's a coin flip.
What's the lean?
It's a coin flip. I would lean Ohio State at home.
Ohio State at home?
I lean home teams majority of the times, man. Home teams week
college
1.
Football.
College football and strong programs with strong foundations and coaching. That matters.
Yep.
And I'm not saying Texas doesn't have that, but it's hard to get into a stadium with all these drunk college kids. You're an 18, 19, 20-year-old, which, yeah, you've been in those moments. But ultimately, it's a lot of fucking pressure.
Has Arch Manning truly been in those moments? I
agree. He has not, but
a lot of hype. He makes one mistake and he's gonna be shaky.
I agree. It's gonna be his season. This season we're gonna see if he's gonna be a number 1 draft pick or if he's gonna stay in college one last season. Yeah. Because his dad told him that his dad like made an interview. That he's
I think his grandpa said that he was in.
Okay. So we're gonna find out. Texas, Ohio State. Throw it up, whatever you guys want to take. I'm not going to touch that game. I do like I do like Clemson. Clemson to me is a standout game, the one game that really makes sense on all categories, especially with LSU coming in with a little bit more of the public and money, right? If Clemson was lopsided action, I would stay away from that game. But that line opened at 3, going to 3.5 right now, hovering 4 in certain books. Even money, Clemson at home, you take that all day. The trend is your friend, 24-1 heading into this game in season opener.
Death Valley.
Right?
That's it. I'm backing that too.
Exciting week altogether. And next week we got NFL. We got NFL Thursday, I believe. Friday, Saturday? No, Sunday.
Saturday.
But we have Friday, which is kind of new.
Yeah, I think they're playing in Brazil.
We'll
take it. More football.
Of course, yes.
That's the new trend.
They've been doing that. I do agree, but Friday NFL football, probably the last time this season, probably until the holidays.
I think Black Friday.
Until the holidays of Black Fridays. Now, NFL, we got some good leans for you guys. Now, let's talk about the NFL wanting to keep the integrity of the game and now receiving profits from sports betting because they acquired 10% of ESPN. And this happened this year, August 5th, 2025, entering this NFL season coming up. And along with that too, if you guys did not know, last season, the sportsbooks had their worst season in 20 years with NFL. And if you didn't know, NFL is where the money is. For a majority of these sports books, NFL, if I'm not mistaken, attracts 10 times more money than any other sport.
Yep.
Any other sport, and they had their worst season last season. Vegas doesn't lose, team. We're not here to play the game of beating Vegas, right? We're not. We're playing with Vegas. Vegas wins the money, we follow the money. That's what investors like you and I can do. That's it. Now owning 10% of ESPN bets and receiving profits. How do you receive profits from a sports books? From losses. How is this not controversial, Salo? Please talk to me about this.
So man, I don't know. Now it's becoming an entertainment league, right? Like we were.
It is categorized as that.
Remember last year we had the same conversation, and it was categorized as an entertainment league.
Correct.
So it's not sports anymore. I don't know how this is even not talked about as much. Like a lot of people haven't even like dove into it, but this is borderline illegal, right?
And the fact that it's not the main news right now. How is this happening? The NFL now receives profits from sports betting. Is this not a conflict? Is this not a conflict of interest?
Bro, honestly, I don't think a lot of people even know about that 10% stake and like that they're literally profiting
because they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it.
They keep that little piece out.
They keep it DL, man, and most people don't even understand that ESPN owns ESPN Bets. That's a sports book, right? They're not as big, but now they're going to become big time because guess who NFL is going to be promoting during their commercials during games? They're not going to be promoting DraftKings.
No, that's
Why? Now they have 10% of a sports book. And along with that too, I mean, let's talk about the integrity of the players. We're seeing it with MLB. Ohtani, you got a good amount of pitchers right now that are in trouble, or at least getting
under
in trouble,
investigation.
Right? Malik Beasley from the NBA.
Yeah.
All these players are starting to get caught gambling, and now the league has a percentage of money in that gamble. Man, to me, this is just setting up a ticking time bomb that's just going to explode. And I've said it now for the last 2-3 years that the government needs to step in and regulate this industry a little bit more because these sportsbooks act like mafias.
Yep.
And now the leagues coming in and partnering with the sportsbooks doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't add up.
It doesn't make sense, man. But neither here nor there. Something that you guys should note for this NFL season. If you want to take something from this video, it's obviously the picks, but this is a news for you that you should keep in mind anytime you're placing a bet this season. Because I promise you, out of the 18 weeks of the NFL this season, a good amount of those weeks are going to be games where the public's going to be losing their ass.
But again, we go back to last year. Remember, we had conversations over and over if they see the episodes. Every week, it was like the public was beating the ass of the books. Like, bro, they were killing them. And we're like, bro, Vegas doesn't lose this much. And it was like an unprecedented season of how much the books were down.
It was.
So now you fast forward, you have this deal. You know, they masked it as NFL Red Zone, by the way. Like that was like their main sell to like keep the focus on Red Zone because everybody's like, oh my God, Red Zone, now they're gonna have commercials. Mm-hmm. And look what they're sneaking under the carpet.
Sneaking that in, man. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Tread lightly in the beginning of the season just in case what we're saying doesn't follow through. But if it doesn't follow through, then Vegas is gonna have back-to-back losing seasons, and I don't think that's ever happened.
No,
that's never happened. So let's find out. All right. So talking about integrity in the NFL, let's talk about integrity with the teams, man. What's going on in Cleveland Browns with the situation that happened? I mean, talk about it.
So how do you bury a quarterback before they even start? It's very simple. You basically protect them with guys already packing their bags. That's exactly what the Cleveland Browns have been doing to Shedeur Sanders, especially that last preseason game.
So let me ask you this. Do you think they just don't want the Sanders kids in the league? Because Shiloh Sanders out. I don't think he's going to get drafted.
So I think the NFL has a main influence on it. I mean, the Browns took the quarterback because they saw something, right? But I feel like the NFL has some influence on what's going on now with the Browns, why they took them that late.
I agree.
I don't know if you heard or saw the stories that, you know, there was apparently somebody from the NFL calling teams telling them not to draft him.
I heard that.
So it's like now he's on the Browns, you know, he's getting protected by a bunch of bums that were basically already cut, which is cool, whatever, right? Go do whatever you can. But then the last 2 minutes of the game, they put in Huntley, who was obviously not going to make the team. So why don't you give him a shot at the 2-minute drill, right?
Yeah,
just like Gabriel had right before the half.
How about, and not transitioning out of this, but what do you think about Gabriel's comments? Did you see that interview where he's like, I'm not here to entertain, I'm here to compete? I thought that was terrible on his part.
I think...
Dude, that's your teammate.
I agree, but like, did you see the interview? Because a lot of times, like, I feel like the journalists try to grab bits and pieces. Like, I saw the interview.
Then he fell for it, bro. He fell for it. He fell for the trap that the media does to 99% of people to get a story out of it, and he fell for it.
But then they turned it around and they put it on Sanders, and he fired back.
Exactly.
So it was like this.
So that's what I'm saying.
What is going on in the
Correct. So it's like, you know, these kids are young. You know this kid Sanders is going to fucking slap back.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you have shipped away Kenny Pickett, or you would have either gotten rid of Sanders or Gabriel? Because what they did is they got rid of Pickett.
I'd get rid of Pickett.
Yeah?
Yes.
I would have gotten rid of one of the QBs, one of the rooks.
I would get rid of Pickett just because Gabriel showed a good amount in the preseason. I think Sanders is going to be good, man.
Yeah?
I think he's going to be good. I think he needs to protect. Why I said, because we were talking about it, I said that he wasn't that good, but the issue is he's one of the quarterbacks that holds the ball the longest at 3.86.
Yeah, I saw
like that, right?
too.
And that's not going to sit well in the NFL. If you're going to try to run, look at Caleb Williams' rookie season.
Yeah.
Didn't do shit, man. So he has to throw the ball fast. He has the accuracy for it, and he has the confidence. You can tell he has the confidence. He has his daddy that's very confident. You know, they have that foundation. So I think, yeah, I mean, you could be right. At the end of the day, I think Flacco's going to be their main quarterback, bro. And if he goes down, that team's not going to do much this season. But it's an interesting scenario how they can blackball a name or just like make it seem that way. And in many sports as well, you saw Carmelo Anthony, a guy that was really available to play and probably better than a lot of players. No team got him. So it's weird, man. These leagues have a lot of power.
And now with going back to the ESPN bet, how much power is the NFL going to end up with?
I mean, yeah, and it's happening. It's happening right in front of us. I mean, it's happening all over the place, and we'll end it and talk about the giveaway right now. But right in the United States, there's no monopolies. Technically, a monopoly is illegal. Now you look at Elon Musk, Tesla. He has a solar thing. He has the robots now. He has Neuralink. He has Twitter, Amazon, Whole Foods, Amazon, all this. Like, monopolies are being created, and that's just pure control. And neither here nor there, but something that needs to be talked about a little bit more. Now let's get to the giveaway. Let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the part where you get to win a prize. Now, last season, and we really haven't planned this out, so we're going to talk about it a little bit, but last season we did jerseys, and I thought that was a pretty cool concept. It's a little bit more of a workload for us, but I feel like we should give them a decision as to what they can win. I think a jersey is a really cool one.
Okay.
I think an NFL jersey or a college football jersey, and a jersey is worth $100, so that's a pretty good prize, I would say.
So, college jersey, just make sure it's a well-marketed team. I don't want to get a random college jersey and I got to go up and down and look for that jersey.
So, I think, who was it? Scattaboo
from Arizona State University, brother. I thought I was getting scammed. But yeah, I'm down for the jersey vibe.
Yeah,
so
I'm like that. I like that. Okay, so we'll do a jersey. You'll get an NFL, college football one. You decide what jersey you get. And again, it has to be a big name and easily accessible. It's not something that we're going to go drive somewhere and get it for you. It's got to be online, and we can deliver it to your address online. That's plain and simple. And along with that too, I want to get you guys excited, and something that we're planning on doing. We're going to start doing it very soon. And something that potentially down the line what we'll do is gather funds, right? If you guys want to participate in it, and it's a good cause, right? So we're starting this concept /show/trend called Bets for Change. Bets for Change. So the idea is that every single week, we're going to grab a percentage of our profits, and we're going to give back. Give back to somebody. It could be to a homeless, it could be to a waiter that really treated us well, and give them a good tip. Something to give back to the community and really give a twist to this sports betting scene a little bit, because nobody does this type of stuff, right? Consistently. Nobody. And I think if we can attract this positivity to it, it'll make it better, and maybe people will act better within the industry as well, instead of being such degenerates. So that's going to be fun.
No, I agree. I'm excited for that. I think we've been talking about it for some time, so
we've been talking for a long time.
Time to put it to action and let you guys, watch and contribute.
Yeah. That is it for today, fellas. That's it for today. We're back in action. We're going to have more of these every single week. And as long as we're consistent, you guys are going to see his face majority of the weeks. So before we go to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is the following. You got to be subscribed to the channel. You got to like this video. And along with that too, you got to leave a comment below. Leave a comment, a question, a stats, whatever you want. The next video that we'll do, which will be next week, we'll select the winner live in front of you guys through that video. So that is it. Lock in that Clemson play. Stay calm this week. I know it's week 1. I know the jitters are up. I know everybody wants to take a million parlays, but that's how you end up losing. And along with that too, if you're going to bet sober. If not, you're just going to lose your ass. That is it for today, guys. I'll catch you guys next week. Share the show. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow.